Is about to begin. Can everyone please be seated?
It is a great pleasure to look out here on the great class of 2003. I want to welcome all of our guests today in time in the lives of our graduates, and it's great that you're here with them. To the class, you stand at the end of a part of your lives and the beginning of the next. You're off to new homes all over the world, to new challenges and opportunities. Before we present diplomas today, which is our main business, I'd like to take just a few moments to talk to the families and to the guests that are here with us today. I'd like to talk to you about the Harvard Business School, about the community, and about this class. Let me first tell you a little bit about the school. The Harvard Business School was founded in 1908. Since that time, the mission of the school is unchanged. It is to educate leaders who make a difference in the world, who make the world a better place. We have taken that mission and pursued it with energy and distinction for nearly a century. Over the years, the school has changed a great deal, but it has always remained true to that mission. We have developed an educational community here that transforms people's lives. And I use that word deliberately because that's what the Harvard Business School is about. We create a transforming experience that lays the foundation for a lifetime of leadership. This is a special school, and it's a special place. And it is special in part because of the students who are here, and in part because of the community they helped to create. The Harvard Business School is a very intense experience, but it is not experience that students face alone. It is a very great community here, and every year we have wonderful students that come and leave their mark on it. The class of 2003 is an exemplar of that commitment, and I say that with conviction. This is a great, great class. And that commitment is all the more remarkable because of the events that have unfolded in the world during these last 2 years, and given the personal tragedies that struck and have struck much closer to home in that time. The terrorist attacks of 9/11 took place with their horror and tragedy just days after school began for this class. Nearly everyone was touched by the loss of a friend, a colleague, or a close relative. In the ensuing months, there has been much change and uncertainty in the air all around us, and problems in the economy have made it very difficult to look for work right now. War and its aftermath have left many feeling unsettled. The last 2 years have been a time of significant change, and all of this has made for a difficult environment. But this has also been a deeply meaningful and important time. If you were on campus here, you would have witnessed a truly remarkable spirit where everyone in this community, the students, the faculty, and the staff alike, reached out and found ways to support one another through acts of kindness, both small and large. It has been a time of heroism and courage, compassion, and inspiration. Major events and the many personal challenges that our students have faced test the character of individuals and reveal the character of the organizations of which we are part. They remind us of what truly is important, and these students have met that test. There is a pattern in your experience I'd like you to reflect on for a moment as we think about leadership and as you think about the days ahead. If you turn around, you will see behind you, either standing or sitting, some very, very remarkable people. So go ahead, turn around and look. See if you can find them. They are the people, the parents, the partners, the friends, the family who have made the class of 2003 possible. Starting many, many years ago, carrying through up to the present, no doubt continuing long long into the future. These are the people who have invested their hearts and their hopes and their dreams and their time and their resources and their love in you. You and all you've done so far are the fruit of their labors and their care for you. In your time at HBS, it goes without saying you've read many cases and you've studied lots of companies. And one thing I hope you've learned is that no company can compete successfully unless it builds on a strong foundation. For you as individuals, there will be no more secure foundation in your life than a home that is full of life and love. Conversely, and I hope you listen very carefully to what I'm going to say, you will find no success in business or in anything else that can compensate for failure at home. Let me say that one more time. And I hope you take these words to heart because these are true words. This is a true principle. There is no success in business that can compensate for failure at home. But there's no success without investment. And that's another lesson I know you've learned. If you're going to be successful, you have to invest. So I encourage you to invest first at home and to think of this as by far your most important investment. Indeed, I believe that the most important work that you will do in your lives will be within the walls of your own home. So that's my principle for you. Now, I also have a dream, a hope for you, that someday in a place like this, maybe even in this place, you will sit where your family and friends and loved ones sit today. And your children will sit where you sit. And you'll feel the same joy and the same hope that your family and loved ones feel today for you. When you walk from this place today with a diploma in your hand, you'll be a graduate of the Harvard Business School. And you'll have gone through a very difficult and demanding program, and you'll be alumni of this school. And as alumni, you'll face remarkable opportunities, great challenges, but you also will carry significant responsibility because you'll have the capacity for great influence in the world. Because of who you are and how you live your life, you will touch the lives of many, many people. When you first joined us about 2 years ago, we met in Burden Hall, and I spoke to you there, and I said something I hope you'll always remember. I talked about another dream I have for you, that wherever you go, in whatever circumstances you find yourself, in whatever organization you work, no matter where you are, when the people around you ask themselves, who can we trust? When they say to themselves, in whom can we have confidence? I want the answer to be you. So I said that then, and I say it now. I hope you'll be the kinds of people that will inspire trust and confidence in those around you. And I hope you'll be the leaders who will create organizations that embody the values that are so critical to effective leadership. In that way, you can in fact make a difference in the world. Don't ever, ever underestimate the power of the individual, the power that is within you to make a difference in the world. That's my hope for you, and it's my hope for us. Now, I want to close today on a personal note. In recent years, both my mother and my father have passed away. I love my parents very much, and I miss them. But what they taught me is with me every day. And so I want to share with you today one thought from my mother and one thought from my father. My mother was a very intense person. She was very dynamic. She was a natural leader. My brother and sister and I got the full effect of that intensity and that energy. every day, I'm not joking, every day, every time I walked out the door, she would look me in the eye. Actually, when I was 6 or 7, she had to pick me up and look me in the eye. She would say to me, Kim, you remember who you are. Remember all those people who worked and sacrificed to make it possible for you to be where you are. Remember that when you walk out this door, you carry that mantle of responsibility, the good name of this family, the hopes and dreams of your mom and dad. Actually, she didn't say all of that. She just said, remember who you are. Remember the promise that is yours. Remember the wonderful opportunities in front of you and the hope that is in you for a better world. Well, that was a lot for a little kid in the 3rd grade to carry off to school every day, but it is really, really great advice. So I want to leave it with you today. As you head off into great things, I say to you, remember who you are. Remember those who paved the way for you. Remember those who follow after you. The second thought I want to share with you today comes from my father. And it's a principle that I hope you'll remember, because I know it will help you no matter where you are in your journey in life. My dad was a real cowboy. I mean, he was a real cowboy. He grew up in southern Utah, riding the range and breaking horses. He loved horses and he loved to ride. My dad was a wise and wonderful man. His favorite saying carries beautiful and profound advice for you. The saying is, ride the high country. My dad knew that we live our lives in the valleys where things are more settled, but we do not always have to ride there. We can ride the high country, where the light is intensely bright, where the sky is deep and blue. The message of this saying is, set your sights high. Get up out of the valleys and the shadows of everyday life into the high country where you can see forever. Soak up the light that is there and let your spirit soar. Let your heart dream big dreams and let your passion for life and for living run free. So as you head off into great things ahead, I want you to know that we have great hopes for you. The path ahead may be difficult. It will be full of risk. It will be full of great reward. We need leaders who will make a difference in that world. Leaders who are firmly grounded in the highest standards of integrity and respect and personal accountability. Leaders who are not afraid to set their sights high, who will dream and hope and believe in themselves and in those around them. You in the class of 2003 are just the ones to provide that kind of leadership. So my counsel to you today is very simple. Choose wisely and choose well. Find that anchor, that center of values and principles that should govern your life, and stay true to it. Hold on to it. Don't let anything turn you away from it. Not fame, not fortune, not status, or the pressures of the moment. Always remember who you are, and don't ever forget to ride the high country. To members of the class of 2003, I congratulate you and I welcome you to the distinguished ranks of the alumni of the Harvard Business School. Thank you.
Pratt. Brand Files. Charlotte Relia, high distinction. Maria Rivas. Fabian Rosado. Thomas Russell.
And then we got
Sylvain Santa Marta. Lance Archibald. Isha Armstrong. Selima Aju. William Assef.
These exercises mark the culmination of the university's 367th year. Today's new graduates will be joining more than 300,000 Harvard University alumni living in the United States and around the world. Latin salutatory, De Ignotis, candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Charles Benjamin Watson, Jr.
Praise saestive, qui universitatem paras, decani, qui omnia perficienda curatis. I doubt that I was the first farm boy accepted to Harvard University. But when I arrived in Cambridge, you certainly could have fooled me. Fresh off the tractor with a farmer's tan and a head full of Republican idealism, I fancied myself quite the moral authority. My ideological heroes occupied a wide range of the political spectrum.
We must love one another or die. This line occurs near the end of W.H. Auden's poem, September 1st, 1939.
Studies.
By virtue, Master of Divinity.
Laws. And Doctor of Juridical Science will rise. Degree of Master in Business Administration. attention will rise. The Dean of the Faculty of Business Administration.
Mr. President, Fellows of Harvard College, Mr. President and members of the Board of Overseers, as Dean of the Faculty of Business Administration, I have the honor to present to you these men and women who have developed their leadership skills and understanding of the art of general management through the study of business administration.
By virtue of authority delegated to me, I confer on you the degree of Master in Business Administration or Doctor of Business Administration, and testify that you are ready and appear eager to lead people and organizations in enterprises that will serve society.
As the High Sheriff of Middlesex County, I hereby declare that this meeting is adjourned.
So, how did you like that service there, huh? Wasn't that great?
Love that. Very good.
Very good. You'll enjoy the seats, huh? Well, you must know somebody. Well, Cameron, you made it.
Made it.
What do you say, guys? Talk to me here.
It's a sad day.
Sad day?
Yeah, I gotta go to work now.
Well, so, Cameron, did Lance actually carry you through this on his back?
All the way.
All the way, huh?
Good thing he was here.
Well, you guys have been through a lot together, haven't you?
Yep.
Anything you want to say for posterity's sake?
Lance would listen to me more often.
He'd be...